welcome to our September board meeting. Welcome to all of the teachers, staff, and students. If we can have everyone please stand for the pledge, and directly following the pledge, please keep standing. We have a student member, Mr. Gavin Potts, who will be singing our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Gavin. Tonight we're going to have a little solemn remembrance of the events of 9/11. And to start that off, I'd like to introduce our new wind ensemble director, Mr. Dave Kaufman, for the wind ensemble to play a piece for us. Thank you, David. Thank you, Mr. Cochran and the entire wind ensemble for that wonderful tribute. We'll start today's meeting with just a remembrance of what today was for all of us in this room. I know all the students on stage weren't around for that, and I commend the district and all the districts and all of us for keeping September 11th in our thoughts and our prayers. 24 years ago today was a tragic event for our country and our community. This community of West Islip was one that was affected by those events. You know, good, hardworking people left for work on a beautiful Tuesday that year, just like today, and didn't come home for the terrorist attack. As a board and as a district, we want to make sure we never forget those people and those days. There was 3,000 people who died that day, will always be in our thoughts and prayers. And all of the first responders, the EMTs, the fire departments, the construction workers, the sanitation workers, everyone who worked down in that ground zero for years to recover and help rebuild will always be in our prayers. The people lost that day were 3,000, but many more have been lost since that to disease from the toxins, and we want to also remember them. So if tonight we can go to sleep, put our heads on the pillow, and just remember one or two or three of the names that really touched our community that are no longer with us. The board would like to have a moment and read out the names of the 10 West Islip residents who lost their lives that day. We read these names so that we can take a moment to celebrate their lives. We were at a ceremony this morning, and one of the stats that came out is determined that for every one person in the United States, they usually touch the lives of 1,200 other people throughout their lives. So as we look at the 10 names that we'll read today, realize that not just these 10, but 12,000 people, and even more than that, were affected. We never want to forget that, and we would like to take a moment now just to honor them. And we're going to read the names of those 10 from West Islip. Many of them classmates of us, friends, some were at our weddings. So we want to make sure that their legacy lives on. Because if we keep talking about them, they will live on and they will not be forgotten. So with that, I would like to start with Ms. Grace Kelly.
Joseph Albert Corbett.
Kevin Michael Cosgrove.
Douglas F. DiStefano.
Andrew Brian Jordan.
Terrence A. McShane.
Thomas Minjui.
Edward Joseph Rowell.
Matthew Rogan.
Mark H. Rosen.
John T. Vigiano II.
If we could just take one moment of silence to remember those and all of those who lost their lives that day. From that terrible tragedy, we saw the communities and the nation come together. As the thousands of people lost that day, tens of thousands of heroes were made. And as a country, if we can remember that every day, we'll be a little better. Thank
you to all.
All right, Mr. Coppin and Wind Ensemble, thank you for doing it. We'll let you guys get a chance to leave. We'll give them a moment to leave, but I will start the meeting. So let it be known that all board members are in attendance today, and a special announcement for our two student board representatives, Mr. Noah Butler and Mrs. Raina Ramos. They were elected through a complex process to be representatives of students on the board. So we appreciate their voice. I met with them beforehand. They were elected and sworn in this summer. And it's a great program that New York State has initiated to have students represented on the Board of Ed. And the message I gave to them was, their voice is the most important voice that we can hear up here. So speak loudly, challenge us, question us. We're all in this together and we want to hear from you. But welcome to the meeting. All right, with that, we'll start with our student representative report. Mr. Butler.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Noah Butler, and I'm very happy to serve as the first student representative of the Board of Education. It's great to be here tonight, and I'm just going to share a brief update from the student perspective of what I've been seeing so far this school year. So we'll start off with athletics, and as we begin our fall season, the students are very excited about the athletics. Our football team is excited to open up on Friday against Amityville, and our boys and girls soccer teams are starting off with strong records as well, representing us. Our volleyball, golf, and cross-country teams have also been representing us strongly, and it's great to see the support at these games and matches, and it really does mean so much to the students. As a student athlete myself, I can testify that it's very encouraging to see the stands filled, so please keep coming and supporting our students. Secondly, clubs are starting back up again. We have many great clubs like Heart, Thirst Project, FBLA, art clubs, and many more. If you're a parent of a West Essex High School student, please encourage your kids to get involved in clubs and activities. It's very rewarding, and it's great to see our peers step into leadership roles and really take initiative and better our school. And now the most drastic change of the beginning of the school year, which is the new no cell phone policy. And I won't lie, myself included, and many of my fellow students were very skeptical about this policy to start. But over the past 2 weeks, we've really seen the positive impact that this has had. Once we really get our heads around it, we've realized that without phones, there's been much more focus. Lunch has become a place of socialization and making friends instead of staring at screens. Study halls have turned into actually studying and socializing healthily. And as a student, I can really see that my peers are benefiting from this, grades are raising, and focus is increasing in school. So I think that this is a positive step for our community, and it's been a pleasant surprise for myself and my peers. Lastly, the future plans that I have for my representation of the Board of Education for the students. I've been in touch with our principal, Mr. O'Farrell, about creating a monthly survey that will be sent out to student club leaders instead of the adult advisors. That way we go straight to the students and gain their true perspectives. I think this would really help us highlight the successes of these clubs and allow me to kind of tell you guys everything that's going on, even the stuff that I'm not involved in. So that's something that I'm looking forward to getting started. And that's all for my September student report. Thank you guys for your time. I look forward to continuing to represent the student body here. And I'd like to thank everybody on the board for welcoming me with open arms. The school year is underway, so I wish everybody, students, staff, families, a happy, healthy, and successful school year. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. Great report. It's really nice to hear the students' perspective from someone who's also nice to hear that the cell phone policy is working out. So we've heard that same feedback. So tonight we started with the remembrance of 9/11 as a solemn remembrance, but we also have a very, very big announcement for one of our middle schools here, and I will turn it over to Dr. Roman.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCann. So the next item on our agenda is Udall Road Middle School being recognized as an Anley School of Distinction. Becoming an Henley School distinction is no small feat. This honor is bestowed upon only 64 middle schools in the entire country. And we now have 2 of them here in our school district, Beach Street Middle School and now Udall Road Middle School. We are so proud to honor Udall tonight. The application process for this recognition is rigorous. It involves an analysis of all educational practices and beliefs taking place in the building at Udall, and opportunities to reflect and refine their approach following that. The Association of Middle Level Education, or AMLE for short, believes that the true middle school is one that has been planned and organized to address the developmental needs of students at this important level. Widely recognized as the best articulation of the middle school model, AMLE's landmark position paper, The Successful Middle School, This We Believe, outlines the essential attributes and characteristics of a high-performing middle grade school. AMLE affirms that an education for young adolescents must be responsive, so all decisions about school are made based on what is best for the students, challenging, high expectations for every member of the school community, empowering, students take responsibility for their own learning and contribute positively to the building and to their own community, equitable, there are learning opportunities and environments that are designed for all students and meeting the needs of every student, and that they're engaging. The learning atmosphere is relevant, participatory, and motivating for all learners. At the middle level, young adolescent students are undergoing substantial development, the scope and speed of which is second only to the period from birth to age 3, and particularly in the areas of responsible decision-making, impulse control, and emotional regulation. To create the successful environment needed to help all learners grow, leaders must demonstrate courage and collaboration. They must also create organizational structures that foster purposeful educational opportunities and meaningful relationships with students, families, and staff. When reading through This We Believe again this morning, I was regularly able to connect each element discussed with all the amazing things taking place at Udall. The staff that come to work each day, the leadership from Dr. Mark Wood and Mr. Urbano, and how every staff member brings a relevant, challenging, and student-centered approach to the table each day. One of the 18 characteristics jumps out to me most of all. The educators respect and value the young adolescent learners in their school, and that speaks perfectly to what's going on at Udall Road Middle School every day. So tonight, we're so proud to present this certificate to the leader of Udall Road Middle School, who embodies all the characteristics in the This We Believe paper. And that's Dr. Mark Wood, who will ask to come up and accept this on behalf of the Udall Road staff members. Afterwards, we'll ask everybody to come up for a picture, but Dr. Mark Wood, if we could have you come up to accept the certificate, we're very proud of you.
Do we have the rest of the Udall Road staff that's here today? Come on down. You. Rapano's coming down here. You gotta shut up. You guys want to come? We don't let you guys go.
No, I got it.
Thank you, Dr. Markwood and the rest of the staff. And It's a very proud moment for our district and all the students at UNO. And I asked Dr. Margaret before we started if he could come up and sign my 1984 UNO Middle School yearbook. I'm more than proud. Thank you, as a UNO graduate, could come up and sign my yearbook. Yes, yeah. Hopefully it's kinder than some of my friends wrote that year. Maybe I'll put it in front. So. Yeah, well, the overall theme from my friends there was hope you grow over the summer. Just thank you, Dr. Morgan. I am a proud graduate, and thank you for all you've done. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Same, good. All right, next up for discussion is the district goals and objectives of the 2025-2026 school year. Dr. Romano.
Thanks so much, Mr. McCann. So when we go through our goal-setting process for the school year, we start off with meeting with our administrative team over the summer, gathering feedback about what goals that we've accomplished over the course of the year, areas that we want to focus on. We involve the board in that discussion, gather feedback, throughout the year on what we are focusing on in the coming year. So our new district goals and objectives, you'll see posted up on our website, if approved today, include gathering feedback from families, furthering our profile of graduate work, educating the community on new graduation requirements that we'll be seeing at the high school in the coming years, expanding CTE opportunities, expanding our focus on mental health and emergency preparedness, also incorporating AI into our instructional program. We have a number of goals that we accomplished and kind of crossed off the list in the red line process, and some new ones that we've added as well or just reworded. So I know that the board has had a chance to look over those goals. We'll be asking for approval of those this evening.
All right, can I have a motion for the approval of the district goals and objectives 2025 to 2026?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved. Thank you. All right, do we have an invitation to the public to speak on any agenda item? No cards, all right, thank you. All right, can I have a motion for the approval of the board minutes of the August 26, 2025 planning session?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved. All right, now we'll move over to Mr. Cameron, personnel.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. I'd like to offer a consent personnel agenda for all items listed in the revised personnel agenda, items TA1 through other, up to and including preferred substitutes.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved. Thank you.
If I could just take 1 minute, I'd like to give a special shout out to one of our attendees in the audience. Sorry, Ms. Slayback, but I'd like to congratulate Ms. Slayback, who sadly resigned from our teaching assistant position working here in Beach Street Middle School with our life skills students. She has taken on the senior office assistant 10-month position with that motion, and we're incredibly excited for you, Ms. Slayback, and the amazing things that you will do for the entire community of Beach Street. So congratulations.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cameron. All right, curriculum update with Mrs. Morrison.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. Good thing I have a loud voice. I would just like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody back to the new school year. School is off to a great start. I've had the opportunity to visit the 7 buildings numerous times throughout the past week and a half, and our classrooms are hustling and bustling. They look amazing. Our teachers are excited. Our students are invigorated, and it's really great to have everyone back. I would truly like to extend a special thank you to parents, students, staff, parents, and our administrative team for supporting the implementation of the new internet-enabled device policy. As Noah has said, while some of us were a little bit skeptical going into the new school year on how this was all going to roll out, we came together as a school community, and we are seeing so many positive benefits already, from students really engaging with each other more during study halls, lunch periods, in the hallways, to students being more engaged in classroom conversations and the learning environment around them. So really, it was a truly a community effort, and I would like to extend my thanks and appreciation to everyone. We do have some exciting curriculum and instruction goals that we're working on this school year, and some of that is going to be highlighted in the Education Committee report with Mr. Antonello in a few minutes. Thank you, Mr. McCann.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Morrison. And now we'll go to our report of board committees, and we'll start with Mr. Antonello, the Education Committee.
All right, thank you, Mr. McCann. The Board of Ed Education Committee met on Tuesday, September 9th at Beach Street Library. The meeting began at 6:30 p.m. In attendance were board members Christina Marks, Grace Kelly, Peter McCann, and myself. Administrators present including Dr. Romanelli, Superintendent, Assistant Superintendents Dawn Morrison, Elisa Pilati, and also Mr. James Cameron. The first item discussed was a smooth beginning of the school year. As highlighted already tonight, the kids seemed to be quickly adapting to the no phone policy. Mr. O'Farrell, the high school principal, talked to the students in the beginning about the importance of the band and its connection to their education, and seems to be working. We also discussed the Arts and Letter program, and in that rollout, professional development has already started, the elementary school teachers. The third item discussed was the assessment review from June 2025. This is still ongoing between Mrs. Morrison and department heads. Fourth item discussed was that the fact that West Islip has become part of the League of Innovative Schools. And Dr. Romanelli and Ms. Morrison already attended a meeting of this League of Innovative Schools, and they reported their information to the board. They are excited about it. They're really looking forward to it, and they are excited about the impact it's going to have on the future curriculum. Also, I mentioned the SME Prime Blue Forge continues to generously supply resources for the submarine program, also innovative. We are also proud that Udall was named a school of distinction. That came up as well. The meeting concluded with a report about the start of curriculum and instruction initiatives for the coming school year, and the meeting ended at 6:50.
Thank you, Mr. Antonello. Next up, the Finance Committee with Ms. Grace Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. The Finance Committee met on September 9th, 2025. Committee members present were myself and Christina Marks. Board members in attendance were Rich Antonello, Debbie Brown, and Peter McCann. Administrators present, Dr. Romanelli, Lisa Pilati, and Dawn Morrison. The purpose of the meeting was to discuss pertinent fiscal matters. The meeting was called to order at 7:09 p.m. The following were presented and accepted by the committee: the Treasurer's Report, Extracurricular Funds for July, Internal Claims Audit Report for August, System Manager Audit Trail for August, Payroll Certification for 8/6/2025, 8/21/2025, and 9/3/2025, Review of the warrants, Review of Board Agenda Finance items, Approval of Budget Transfers 4550, 4552, 4554 in the General Fund, and 4551 in the Capital Fund, Approval of Surplus Memos, Beach Street Middle School ELA Collections, 1,500 books, Mule Road Middle School ELA Collections, 100 books, Bayview Elementary School Stereo System Components and Speakers, Approval of Resolutions, Establishment of the Insurance Reserve Fund, Allocation of 2024-2025 Fund Balance, Approval of the 2024-2025 Reserve Plan. Discussion items. R.S. Abrams, the external auditors, will be at the Audit Committee meeting on October 9th at 7 p.m. in the Beach Street Middle School Library Media Center to review the 2024-2025 financial statements at year-end results. The District Reserve Plan has been updated for the 2024-2025 school year and will be posted on the district website after board approval. The plan goes over each of the district's reserves, the funding levels, and the actual balances as of June 30th, 2025. The historical fund balance analysis was reviewed with the committee. The district spent approximately 97% of the 2024-2025 expenditure budget. The remaining fund balance at year-end will be allocated to the Workers' Compensation, ERS, TRS subfund, insurance, and Capital II reserves. The meeting was adjourned at 7:37 p.m.
Thank you, Mrs. Kelly. All right, up next, Building and Grounds with Mrs. Christina Marks.
Hi, good evening. The Buildings and Grounds Committee met on Tuesday, September 9th at 6:45 p.m. in the Beach Street Middle School Library. Committee members present were myself from the board. Other board members in attendance were Pete McCann, Rich Antonello, Grace Kelly, Debbie Brown. Admin team present was Dr. Romanelli, Mrs. Pilati, Mrs. Morrison, James Cameron, and the meeting was led by James Bossi. There is a lot that Buildings and Grounds does in the district, and Mr. Bossi is super excited about all of them. I would love to see what his house and garage look like. I feel like he's got HVAC, solar panels, security systems. Some of the things that Buildings and Grounds covers, he listed over 30, but some that you might be interested to know that they handle are things like clocks, elevators, fire alarms, waste system, grease traps, solar panels, the geese control, lead testing, stage lighting. So they do a lot. And my daughter took driver's ed this summer, and every time I went in there, the guys were out in the heat, weed whacking, really taking care of the lawn every single day. They did a great job, so thank you to them. The report from Mr. Bossi, the biggest takeaway was that they are staffed, capable, and equipped. And they were very busy, and some of the highlights, I'm going to go through the construction projects because they got a lot of things done, and I think I think they're all interesting. The biggest one is the pool reconstruction. The current ETA for that to be completed is February 2026, and everything is set to go. It's just a matter of breaking the hole in the wall, which is being very carefully planned before they do that. There will be a little bit of demolition, a little bit of noise in the beginning as they do that, but it shouldn't be intolerable. But the students might hear a little bit of noise through part of it. In addition to the pool, there was the Westbrook parking lot and sidewalks were redone. High school additional parking and bump removal in the back of the school. The Manituck Gym acoustic panels, the Udall Orchestra Room, all gray floors, parking lot paint, the gym floor was refinished. Beach, high school, and Udall kitchens and dishwashers were redone. Westbrook, various pre-K things were taken care of there. And we did the high school classroom door access control, which you might remember from our May. We had a proposition that passed, so we spent money, and the high school has now all keyless access entries for all of the doors. That is going smoothly. Those were all installed, and there's no more keys to try to get into rooms. Beach and Paul J. Blue fire alarm complete replacement. Okonock indoor playground was converted back. Manituck Create Play Field and Gaga Pit were done, and Westbrook multi-person bathroom and others, but those are the highlights. That was it for the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Marks. And just to give the ETA on the pool completion is February of 2027. That's all right. I didn't want to set the unreasonable expectations. That would be nice. 26. All right, next up, the Special Education Committee with Mrs. Debbie Brown.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. Good evening, everyone. The Special Education Committee met on September 10th, 2025 at District Office. The following committee members were present: Dr. Romanelli, Ms. Dowling, Ms. Dougherty, and Ms. Ednick. Board members in attendance were myself, Ms. Kelly, and Mrs. Marks. We participated via teleconference. The meeting began at 9 a.m. and adjourned approximately at 9:40 a.m. The committee discussed IEPs from CSE and CPSE recommendations from the respective committees. Those recommendations will be approved this evening. Mrs. Dowling reported on the district ESY programs, which stands for Extended School Year for those who don't know, and shared that it was the most successful summer yet. Ms. Dowling attributed the success of the program to the West Islip special education teachers and support staff who helped provide a seamless transition for students. We were joined during the non-confidential portion of our meeting by SEPTA representative Mrs. McGinnis. There's lots to report for SEPTA this year. The member hub is now available for membership purchase, and the SEPTA reps will be at open houses so you can purchase your memberships there.
SEPTA car magnets are available for purchase for $5 each through the member hub and at the open houses. SEPTA has a new brochure that contains meeting info, speakers for the year, calendar of events, and more. You can pick one up at the SEPTA table on open house night. The brochure will be posted to the district website and was sent to Parents Square today. You can find SEPTA on the district website if you click on departments, then click on special education, and then click on SEPTA. For those who don't know, SEPTA is a district-wide special education parent-teacher association which meets monthly to help ensure a free and appropriate public education for students with special needs. Their goals are to encourage children with special needs to participate in general education programs, to bring together parents, teachers, administrators, therapists, and friends of children with varying needs in order to share their experiences and expertise, to keep parents informed of current issues and changes in the laws affecting their children, to familiarize parents with the Committee of Special Education, also known as CSE, and its process of identification, placement, and provision of programs for children with special needs, to educate the community at large about the need for special education programs. So please consider joining SEPTA and help to strengthen this organization and the special needs community. The first SEPTA event of the year is Outdoor Movie Night, which will be September 26th at 7 p.m. on the field between Paul J. Ballou and the West Islip Library. The movie will be Lilo and Stitch, and the event is free. I'm also excited to announce SEPTA will be having its first support group at the West Islip Public Library on October 20th at 7 p.m. Come and meet other parents with special needs and know you are not alone. We can all learn from each other and share challenges and triumphs. The first SEPTA meeting of the year will be September 17th at 7:30. New this year, meetings will be live streamed in the event you are unable to make it in person, so please check the district website under SEPTA for the Google Meet info. It will be on the SEPTA brochure. And mark your calendars because the SEPTA Bowl will take place on April 18th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a fun night for all. Hope to see you there. We're looking forward to a great 2025-2026 school year, every student, every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Brown. Thanks for that report. And I would also reiterate that if you haven't joined SEPTA, please consider doing it. It is a wonderful organization and helps support the parents and students. So we're going to move over to business items. Mrs. Polani, I just want to give one comment on that. So in the Finance Committee report, we read, finalize our budget from last year, and Mrs. Polani and the group has budgeted expenditures of 97% of what was actually done. So that is a phenomenal feat, and we commend her for her fiscal prudence and ability to forecast in a very uncertain times what our money was. So I just want to appreciate what you did there. But that's a commendable task. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. May I have a motion for the approval of budget transfers 4550 through 4554, the general fund, and 4551 in the capital fund?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved.
May I have a motion for the approval of the surplus items as listed on the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved.
May I have a motion for the approval of the resolutions as listed on the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved.
Thank you.
All right. Now we're going to get to the President's report. Before the President's report, Mr. Antonello has one comment to make.
Yes, thanks, Mr. McCann. I just want to publicly thank Dr. Romanelli and Mrs. Williams of Manituck for the Gaga Court. I probably should have mentioned this at the Buildings and Grounds. I don't know how to play Gaga, but the kids really love it. And earlier this year, the Girl Scouts approached me about approaching Dr. Romanelli and Ms. Williams about building a Gaga Court, and they wanted to get involved in it. They wanted to make posters with rules. They wanted to be involved in the whole thing with the district. And Ms. Williams met with the Girl Scouts a few times. She's still meeting with them, and it's amazing. I think that Dr. Romanelli and Ms. Williams got it done so quickly because the Gaga Court is up and the kids are already enjoying it. So I just want to publicly thank them for putting it all together with the Girl Scouts.
I think we're planning an adult tournament Columbus Day weekend.
All right. So, can I get the approval of the confidential settlement agreement in your backup?
So moved.
Second. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion approved. Can I get the approval of resolution of the Board of Education approves the recommendation of the Special Ed Committee of the students listed in the district's backup and authorize the district to arrange for appropriate services?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion approved. Thank you. And now, Superintendent's report, Dr. Romano.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCann. I just want to report a great start to the school year, as I know that many people have echoed already. Really happy to have Noah and Remy here with us tonight as our first ever Student Board of Education members. So great report by Noah to kick off the school year as well. Thank you to Mr. McCann for organizing a great September 11th remembrance and the great words that you shared. I just want to thank Mr. Allbinder, Mr. Kaufman, and all the students that were here to perform tonight. It was really an incredible performance, so thank you so much for that. I know Mr. Antonello spoke a little bit about the League of Innovative Schools and his report, his Education Committee report. We're very excited to be part of this group. This is a group that is 175 districts in the country, across 35 different states and schools. So we go through a selection process. We're really proud that this is a national network of district leaders that connects and supports a lot of different forward-thinking leaders across the country. So, we were able to attend our first meeting the other day. That was Mrs. Morrison, Dr. Kylie Rendon, and myself, and left feeling very inspired. We were happy that a lot of the things that we were sharing were invigorating for people to hear about, and we left inspired by hearing things going on across the country as well. One of the elements of this program for the League of Innovative Schools is learning collaboratives that they have. There are 3 different topics that we've actually joined already this year. One is Ryan Holmuth is joining from West Islip High School, our transition coordinator. He'll be participating in a career readiness and workforce development learning collaborative. Dr. Kylie Rendon will be participating in the AI literacy collaborative, and Mr. Cameron will be participating in the educator recruitment and retention collaborative. So we're really looking to refine our practices. We talk about in our profile of graduate that we want to build lifelong learners. We want to model that as administrators as well. We're learning as well every day and collaborating with administrators across the country. So we're excited for this opportunity. It was a very competitive national pool of applicants, and so we were really excited to be selected. And there will actually be an official announcement next week. There'll be a big press release, I believe that it's Wednesday, where this will kind of be put all over the place and describe the program and things like that. So we're excited for all that news to be out. I wanted to also share that, every once in a while, it's nice to get a pat on the back, especially when it's unexpected. The New York State School Boards Association sent us a letter that we received actually yesterday. Otherwise, I probably would have put it in the announcement section of our agenda today. But they have a recognition program called Champions of Change, and they have decided to recognize our district for our U.S. Navy manufacturing partnership. They want to pay tribute to everyone who's made that possible. And they just want us to understand there are many programs and projects throughout the state, and NISBA wants to celebrate us and our program here. So they've asked that the board would consider us setting something up where they can come present us with the banner at one of our future meetings. So if that's good with the board, we'll get working on that as well. Wonderful. And I also just wanted the final thing to add was, we had our PTA president's meeting just prior to this meeting tonight, and parent just raised the importance that September is Childhood Cancer Month. And, I know that's something that we don't always bring to the forefront and talk so much about, but wanted to recognize that. And for the many, for the students and families that struggle with that. And, we talk about building a partnership and expanding on the an informational campaign about that in September each year, and I think that that'll be some really good work ahead of us as well. So just wanted to leave on that note.
Thank you, Dr. Romanelli. So there are no notices and reminders, well, that's true. All right, there is a notice that the first Friday Night Lights game is tomorrow, 6 p.m. on the turf. So I believe no one mentioned it was against Amityville, so come out and support. If you haven't been there, it's a great family night. Come out and support it. They have the concession stands open, the band plays, and it's a really nice night to start the weekend. So come on down for that. Any other items from board members? Nope. All right, any invitation to the public to speak on any topic? No, and no notices. All right, with that, can I get approval to adjourn to executive session where the board will talk about personnel, legal, and negotiation? Discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Thank you, everyone, for coming, and enjoy the night, and congratulations again to Dr. Markwood and the entire Udall group. Thank you.